everyone, it's Charlie here for the Livewire today, and I am chatting with two parts of our favorite Central Coast indie rockers, the Moving Stills. How are we doing today?
Good,
Going
doing
good.
yeah.
Yeah, really good.
I am also doing really good because I have had your latest single running out on repeat. It is out everywhere now. Could you tell us a little bit about this song?
Sure, yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. It's sort of a song about let me think. It's about what did you say, Ben, in the intro when
uh,
you
Kind of like the running out. Well, we were talking about another song actually, sort of a little bit. But
no, I mean
oh no no
oh,
sorry, I know what you're talking about. Sort of about leaning on other people a little bit too much, especially in like this setting of a relationship.
hmm
Is that
yeah,
that
yeah,
sort
and I
of
think yeah, like I mean yeah, it's like yeah, being fearful that yeah, you're leaning on someone too much, and that's it. I would say, and I
yeah?
think it kind of. We also just did a film clip. Oh no, that was for another. We've been pretty busy. We
We-
sort of had. Well, we also just filmed the film clip for a song where it's like about a relationship between a person and a dog, and we sort of feel like that works for this song as well. Like, and that relationship between the person and the dog kind of as a representation of like just relationships as a whole, like the push and pull, and just like the internal inner workings of a relationship, and yeah, get trying to strike that balance where you're not wearing someone out, but also in a relationship there is a bit of a thing going on where you are there for each other and just trying to find the sweet spot, I guess.
Hmm.
So yeah,
if that answers your question, Charlie.
Yeah,
pretty long answer.
absolutely. And sonically, Running Out stands out a little bit from your other music, but it is so catchy. I don't know if you all actually listen to your own music, but I'm sitting here on repeat. You don't realize you've got it on repeat because it's so catchy. It's such like a little cruisy, like driving down the road near the beach type of song. How was it to make this track that stands out a little bit and is so just absolutely chill and calm?
Awesome. Well, yeah, I think what makes this one probably different in some ways is that we collaborated with a friend called Henry Nowhere is his artist name. He's actually based in LA, and I think, yeah, he sort of sprinkled a bit of his flavors on it, and it kind of leans into that slightly lo-fi world a bit as well, but then still keeping a lot of the kind of upbeat sort of um, hooky sort of elements, I guess, that we've sort of done previously. And so yeah, I guess that's probably where a lot of that, like how it sits in a like slightly different spot. And yeah, we've actually been working with Henry on a few other tracks. So it's a world that we're keen to also continue exploring. And but then there's also, yeah, we're sort of just we like to collaborate with a few different people and try a few different sounds. But yeah,
Well, it's definitely working out to be something that we are loving. I know so many people I'm chatting to, I'm like, hey, have you heard this new song? They're like, yes, on repeat all the time. So
Oh,
we are
wow,
loving this collaboration.
awesome.
yeah,
That's
thanks.
really nice to hear.
Okay.
And speaking of people listening to and loving the moving stills, y'all have had a massive past year, absolutely massive. Every sort of like best new music of 2024 list I saw, y'all were on there. Praise was coming left, right, and center for your sophomore album. You had Triple J features, ARIA acclaim, the success of Telephone. y'all have been kind of unstoppable at the moment. How does it feel to have such a positive response to your music and having so many people really vibing with what you're doing?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Suppose when you put it nicely like that. Yeah, basically, I suppose we've been playing for a while, so it's nice that people keep coming back and keep into new songs that we release and that kind of thing. So, um, yeah, no, overall it feels good. Yeah, it feels
And speaking of unstoppable and this kind of rush you've been going through, you are about to jump on one of Australia's biggest and most anticipated tours with Spacey Jane. How pumped are you all for that?
super
Yeah,
excited.
super excited. Yeah,
Mm.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be really awesome. Yeah, but biggest biggest tour I think we've been on for sure. So very excited, very excited.
super
First
stoked.
time, first time in New Zealand for us. So that'll be awesome.
Yeah, there's a few first times for this venue, for this tour, sorry, like all the venues we're playing and that kind of thing as well. Like, yeah, it'd be really good. Will we see you at one of them, Charlie? Maybe?
We will see. I'm hoping so. I haven't got tickets yet though, so. But for people who are heading along to this tour and haven't yet listened to you guys, haven't yet given a chance to figure out who the moving stills are, what would you say to them? Where can they start to learn who the moving stills are?
Or
Um,
Spotify, maybe? Or whatever Spotify.
yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah, YouTube, maybe,
Yeah,
or
YouTube.
if you're looking for a visual, or yeah, yeah, I think Spotify is a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Um,
And head over to our Instagram, maybe if you want to see a bit more visual as well. Or TikTok. Or maybe
mm,
not
yeah,
TikTok.
there's
so-
some funny stuff on TikTok, but for
mm,
Yeah.
if you're looking for music, yeah, maybe a streaming service and just have a little shuffle through and see if you find anything you like.
yeah. And if you had to pick some songs that would kind of summarize the whole band and your whole sound, where would you say is a great point to start?
Um, I don't know. I feel like off our last album, Wabi Sabi, there's probably um that probably represents like I I think I think a thing that we've done we value is like being able to play into different genres and not be like super stuck in terms of like what people expect from us or something.
Mm,
So I think even on our last album, you'll find there's a few songs that you could say, oh yeah, they're in a similar world, like they're upbeat and stuff. But then there's also songs that are quite, half timey and groovy and stuff like that. So I think that we enjoyed doing that, so that we can just have that sort of flexibility and yeah, and so it's hard to sort of pick one that goes represents everything because it is a little bit diverse like that. But I don't know. I think songs like Volcano or West Side, or yeah, and I mean the latest two songs we put out, Telephone and
Running out.
Running Out, they're probably a good representation of some of the music that's coming up, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Definitely.
absolutely. And you mentioned music that's coming up. Can we expect to hear anything more from you before the Spacey Jane tour or throughout this year?
Yeah, we do have plans to release a bunch more music this year, actually.
Yeah.
I think probably the most we've released, yeah, like definitely got some music ready to go, and yeah, we'll be around the Spacey tour.
I'm excited. I am so excited to see how many new fans you're going to make from this tour. Because it's always the best thing to watch a band go on like tour with another band and then they pick up all of their fans and they make a whole new fan base from that tour. And I am so excited just for more people to discover you because that's going to be such a good thing.
Oh,
Definitely.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think um, yeah, I feel like our audiences are sort of similar. Like, yeah, I feel like it works nicely. So I'm really excited for that also.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm sitting there going, all the acts you've toured with and performed alongside fit your vibe so well. Like the tour with the Rubens last year, that was last year. That was such a
Mm.
good pairing. I was like, wow, this is like whoever designed this pairing did something right because that was such a good pick.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
that was an awesome tour. We really enjoyed that. They're really lovely, the Rubens, and uh, yeah, it was just super fun on the road with them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And
So,
speaking of touring and performing with other bands, I would love to get a glimpse into both of your playlists and hear which Aussie acts you've been listening to and loving lately.
Okay. Yeah.
Aussie acts. Yeah, okay.
I reckon I got a couple on my
Yeah.
mind at the moment.
Oh,
Um,
oh, Radio Free Alice from
yeah, from Melbourne, I believe.
Mm.
um
A few bands I'm liking at the moment is Egoism, the Tullamarines,
oh, Tullamarine. Yeah, they're really
Earth to Josh,
yeah.
and my brother's band. I have two brothers in the band, Sugar Soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Egoism got. I reckon all those acts have got amazing music coming and released. I reckon they're
Yeah.
exciting.
Space new album.
Yeah,
Spacey
yeah,
Jane. Yeah, that's gonna be good as well.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. It's
Uh,
gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
think of other Australian artists as well. I might have a quick look through my Spotify.
yeah. I'm so excited for this Spacey Jane album to come out because it feels like every time they release the album, there's like a shift in the Australian scene, and everyone's like really getting into the indie rockers and that sort of scene. And it's just such a nice time.
Yeah, it
Mm,
really
Mm.
is.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another artist I've been listening to is King Stingray. They've sort of released a few good songs over the last 6 months. I like
For sure.
Parcels as well. And I think the Jungle Giants have a bunch of songs coming out as well soon. That will be good.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
it's such an exciting time in Australian music with all of these massive bands releasing songs. And then bands like y'all are coming up with some of the best tracks out there. Like Running Out right now is on high rotation for me with the Ballpark Music album. Like I feel
Oh
like it
yeah,
just
Cool.
slips right in the energy of that and I love it so much.
Oh, great. That's so cool.
yeah. Thanks.
And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for making the time to chat with us at the Livewire today.
Oh, of course. Thanks for having us, Charlie. It's been
Yeah,
lovely.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. And you're from The Moving Stills. Your latest track, Running Out, is out everywhere now. You're about to jump on tour with Spacey Jane. So many big things are happening for you all. I'm so excited to follow along and yeah, very, very excited to see what where you all will go this year.
Have a
Thank
wait.
you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Very excited.